How are we doing over here?
So, what's on your mind? Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first? All right.
Sing you a special song tonight, beautiful lass?
Not now, I'm working.
Ah, you're always working. Why else would I spend so much time here?
Mikhail is quite the songbird. Maybe he's the reason you're here all the time.
Aye, the bard's got talent. I'll give him that. You just make sure his music is the only thing you're admiring.
Oh, John, darling, you know you're the only stone-fighting, knuckle-dragging Nord for me.
Ah, that's my girl.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorik's
Here should be
stead.
fine.
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made.
Sadia, wake up,
But
dear.
then he went
Yes, Mom.
quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the
So,
shield maiden
are we ready to
Matilda,
start?
who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time
All
that
right.
you lie down
Now,
and
on to the
bleed."
drinks. Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk?
I can't, not tonight. I need to go home. I swear my father is starting to suspect something.
Imagination running wild. Nobody knows how we feel.
Don't talk about your father like that, John. And the answer's still no. But tomorrow, definitely.
Ah, okay then. I don't think you have some milk on you, though. Here, I'll help you out. Likewise. Looking back at Bleakthal's barrow, it really was just... decrepit, dusty, and webby. Kind of like the castle, actually. I think the Draugr might one day benefit from some janitorial duties. Well, at least we found the Dragonstone. That was interesting. The Tale of the Great Moth Priest Hunt. Not something I'd want to read. Wait, how about the Tale of the Goose Chase Around Skyrim? No, not that either. Let's just get this over and done with. Skyrim's a big place, so it might take some time to say the least before we find the priest. So, what do you want to talk about now?
Who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorik's stead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
Good question. I haven't really thought about that, actually. Do I really? Oh, well, I guess it's because I've always been fascinated about their culture. Silt striders, living in mushroom houses. That, and I also think that these Dunmer words roll off the tongue and are rather amusing to say. All right, so, what do you want to talk about now? Honestly, I think I'm doing better each and every day, thanks to you being there. I mean, without you rescuing me from that dark pit. I don't know where I'd be today. I've learned to not let the mistakes or what's happened in the past to weigh me down. I acknowledge them and take what I've learned to move on. All right, so what do you want to talk about now? Riverwood. It's just nice, really. Sometimes it's nice to just get away from the bustling cities. A lot of them feel so cramped. The countryside is just different, you know? It's nice, spending time like this. Just having drinks together.
You want a drink?
Hey,
See you around.
even I can get tired every now and then. Finally, a place to just relax.
Drink to our youth, today's come and gone. The age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. The Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Finally. Place to relax.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, today's coming. On, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel we will take back our home. Yeah. the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives.
I ain't done nothing. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Then we got nothing more to talk about. Sure, whatever. What? Why are you looking at me?
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone. For the age of
Is there
aggression
something I can do for you?
outdone. We'll drive out the storm cloaks
Are you
and
sure?
restore what we own.
Oh no.
The blood
They
and
found me?
steel we will
I need your help.
Please.
Come with me. I need to speak to you privately.
Down with Ulfric, the killer
Quickly,
of kings.
come with me.
On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. The Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
So, are you working with them? You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose fingers. I mean it. I'll cut you in half. So the Alikir know where I am? What do they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Tell me. You can't tell them. Please, I need your help, and there isn't anyone I can trust here in the city. I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alikir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution. They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are. I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust. You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards to handle? These men are ruthless, cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alikir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you. I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down. Find me the moment the Alikir are taken care of.
This land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Right behind you.
Well, I do admire their fondness for the sea, as pirates, sailors, or adventurers of the open waters. I used to read stories and great tales of Redguard pirates, from the shores of Stros Mackay to the farthest reaches of the Abetian Sea. Especially the daring adventures of Jait Talonwood. He was a little childhood hero of mine. So what do you say? Would you like to sail the open seas in pursuit of fame and the rarest treasures? I was kind of just playing around, but I like your enthusiasm. Maybe we should set sail for the coasts of Hammerfell sometime, after we're done with everything here in Skyrim.
Children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kynareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaske? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Right behind you.
Yeah, good idea. I am kind of sleepy.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth today. has come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. Children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. The Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that hath... Oh!
Morning. Looks like you slept well. Yes? Let's go. Here we are. Someplace we can finally sit down for a bit. Do you need something?
Let me know if you see anything you like. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. As long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? By helping me, you're helping the good folk of Whiterun. How could I say no to that? May prosperity bless us both. You've already learned all I can teach you. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Be careful out there. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Sa!
You produced a rarefied solution there. An infusion of pure essences. Artfully done. I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. What do you need? Take a look. Good day. Take a look. Until next time. Hello, friend. Take care of yourself. You'll find tonics, salves, poultices, and potions on my shelves. Browse to your heart's content.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing? And what of my son, hmm? What of Thorald? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone.
Nice outfit. At least
The
you'll
sooner
keep
you
up.
accept his loss, the better.
If they do,
I
promise
will
you'll
never
actually
accept
purchase something
his
for
death.
once.
My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorald?
Do you believe this old hag?
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cow. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you? You best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorald. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those Battleborn, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
But I've got to browse, don't I?
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
What can I do for you?
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry,
So,
but that fiery widow is mine.
Writing a song.
She just doesn't know
Why,
it yet.
John Battleborn, you're writing me a song? Does it somehow involve blood or beheadings or the honor of my forebears?
Maybe you're right.
Well, that's where
I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one lass.
something of a ballad.
On my honor,
A
I won't
ballad.
bother Carlotta ever again.
Now I know you're joking with me.
It's all true, I swear it. You can hear it when it's done.
Sure.
I just need a year or
My voice could use a
to
rest.
smooth the rough edges.
I don't have much of a
thought as
reputation in Skyrim yet, but I'm working on that, one sweet lady at a time. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. It's the leaving that's hardest, I know.
I heard you're rather popular with the men here.
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single.
Oh, wow. I didn't know half the men here were that desperate. Well, if you refuse them enough times, they'll eventually stop coming.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Yeah, I have. I think you also wrote The Gentleman's Guide.
I don't have much of a reputation in Skyrim yet, but I'm working on that, one sweet lady at a time.
Let's hope it stays that way.
I don't have to take that from you.
Hey, let's get out of here. No, preferably. You're a great alchemist. You know that, right? And that's coming from me, so it means something.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. I don't have much of a reputation in Skyrim yet, but I'm working on that, one sweet
I've got a
lady at
hungry
a
daughter
time.
to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about. Yes? Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for
Well, I
thanking
was
you.
thinking maybe something.
Here's some coin for your help.
High elf dirge, perhaps. These are rather trying times, after all.
We've been down this road before, Mikhail. Save the sap and sadness for your lady friends. My
Until next time.
life, cheeriness.
Yes.
Do you
do
need
raise a
something?
good point. What about the sweet maiden fair from Hadleyshire?
Well, that's not bad. But I was thinking Mogo's mead really
Are we
gets
ready
things
then?
moving.
Ah, an excellent suggestion. I'll do that one then.
Huh?
Yes?
Need something? Out with it. Out with it. It's always good to see someone I can count on.
Anything for my favorite lass.
Knew it. What is it now?
You know, some nights, I close my eyes, I'm composing a new song. A ballad for my love.
Okay, I think we're done here.
It's the leaving that's hardest, I know.
Wow. Just sensing your magicka reserves. You truly are incredible.
I ain't done nothing.
I never really understood why some people would prefer to pad themselves with more metal. Yes, their figure is more sturdy, but now they're much easier to hit.
We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Honest gold for honest work. God's blessings on you.
Oh.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
The Bannered Mare. Always a solid choice.
This is a local favorite and one of the first...
Nice clothes. Doesn't it feel better to be able to move freely and casually?
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? Well, as I said, Arche is the god of life and death. You'll find his temples and halls of the dead all across Tamriel. Priests of Arche, such as myself, perform rites for the dead and sometimes console the bereaved. We also keep a constant vigil against those who practice the vile arts of necromancy. I asked the question because I was hoping you might be able to help me recover something I've lost. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arche be upon you.
Stay on your guard. Done and done. Well, you asked for it. That's enough out of you. Show yourself. Done and done. La 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 la. So, what's on your mind?
Lead on.
I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living. Oh, thank Arche! Please, take this gold for your troubles. was a pleasure.
Incredible. The architecture here is truly something. The fever. My body burns.
The pain is so great.
So sick. Do you need something? The Tale of the Great Moth Priest Hunt. Not something I'd want to read. Wait, how about the Tale of the Goose Chase Around Skyrim? No, not that either. Let's just get this over and done with. Skyrim's a big place, so it might take some time, to say the least, before we find the priest. Wow, this temple truly looks like something else.
Welcome, child. The Gilder Green, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
The fever. My body burns.
Haynes.
So, you know your way with a blade, huh?
Well met, kinsman. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda? She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
So what's next for our adventures?
Dragon, it is my honor to stand before you.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. The only thing I remember is the old story of Tiber Septim being called Dragonborn by the Nords, before they switched sides and joined the Empire. No doubt those Greybeards up at High Hrothgar will talk your ear off about it. Old Nord folktales always talk about shouting their enemies to pieces. I always thought it was just a myth. If you think you might be able to do that kind of thing, the Legion could certainly use your help. Go talk to the Greybeards. See what they can tell you. Near as I can tell, a bunch of ancient Nord hermits who live on top of a mountain. Never heard of them talking to anybody before. If they really do want to talk to you, you'd better go find out what they want. You never know. That is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the keep. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. Olaf did battle with a fearsome dragon named Numenex. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty duel atop Mount Anthor, with Olaf the victor. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his decree, the city's keep was rebuilt as a prison for Numenex, and so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach. Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city. Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with Jorrvaskr, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around Jorrvaskr, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Mm.